All right, you guys. So, official world tour. And let's talk today about the difference between most Colombian women and most Dominican women. All right. Now, I don't want to put Dominican women, just put them in a box, but I'm just going to be honest with you guys when I talk about and give my assessments on different things from just personal experience and things that I've seen with my own eyes, because I've been to both countries and I've lived in both countries for multiple years. So, Cartagena, Colombia, Medellin, Colombia. These are cities in Colombia where we all know how it gets popping. Sosua, Dominican Republic, we know how it gets popping. Let's take those places in particular out. Colombian women overall would, in my opinion, be better women to date and have a relationship with. And the reason why I say that is because most of the Colombian women are more passionate, more compassionate. You know what I'm saying? You can trust them more overall, versus the Dominican women. They're much more educated, less to be engaged and arguing all the time. Sometimes Dominican women, they like to argue a whole lot, man. They just like to, what I'm saying? It's how Dominicans be, man. You know how the Dominicans be arguing and talking sometimes, man. And that's how, they like to get down sometimes, man. And so, it's a lot of beautiful Dominican women, a lot of good Dominican women, but it's just the truth for you guys to understand the difference, man. The Colombian women are much more relaxed. You understand what I'm saying? They're much more relaxed. You don't have to, not saying you don't have to, but it's less likely that you're worried about anything crazy going on with, just real Colombian women that are really working or really have a job or really have a career or education or, just not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's just overall they move better than what the Dominican women move like. And these are facts. You know what I'm saying? With the Dominican woman, you always got to worry about, and they're not always trying to ask you for something, bro. It's not always seeming like it's begging for something or asking you for something. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I have never been with a Colombian girl who just asked me for this, asked me for that, asked me for that, asked me for this. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes Dominican women can get like that, and then they try and put you on guilt trips when you don't do stuff. When you've done everything, and then the first time you don't do something, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I just want to give you guys a little taste of what some of the difference was, so that you guys could, kind of understand some of the differences between Colombian and Dominican women. But, it's just a lot about demeanor, personality, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of little stuff like that you will be ingratiated more with and I'm saying, and once again, I'm Xing out the women in Medellin and in Cartagena and Colombia, and I'm Xing out the women in Sosua in the Dominican Republic. And I'm just lining up all the other women with the other basic women from Dominican and from Colombia. And like I said, the Colombian woman's attitude. Now, if you want to talk about looks, Colombia has a lot of beautiful women, but I like how the Dominican women look more than the Colombian women. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, Colombia has some bad chicks. Don't get it twisted at all. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I think they got more bad looking chicks in Dominican Republic. It's just that you're going to deal with more stuff. So you guys let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Official World Tour. Y'all know what it is, man. And I'm out this thing.